Hey everyone, Garrett from Tate and Yoko here. Today we're going to be looking at the new Gradient Denim from Naked and Famous Denim. I'm joined here with Mr. Brandon Spark. He's going to tell you all about these new jeans. Brandon, tell us about them.
All right, so this is our very interesting new Gradient Denim. It's fall-winter 2023 denim, although it is now 2024, but it's out now and we're very excited for it. It's a 10-ounce denim, so a really nice, easy weight. But what's really cool about it is, as the name goes, it's gradient effect. So as you unfold it, you can see that it's a dark indigo jean that eventually changes into green denim. And the way that it's done, I mean, most people will probably look at this and say, oh, it's some kind of, you guys like dipped it or something like that, but it has nothing to do with the dye method and all about the weave, which is a special jacquard weave. And jacquard is really interesting. It's a really interesting type of construction. Some people say that it's basically the first ever computer is a jacquard loom because it's done by putting a little punch card in. And then the punch card makes the arm follow what to do and can raise and lower the warp and weft yarns to create any kind of complex pattern that you want. So instead of some kind of like complex geometric pattern, instead what we did here is we basically changed the pattern from blue and then to be gradually more and more green. So this gradient here is again not because of a dye, but because of complex jacquard weaving. So I think it's pretty damn cool. And if you look at the inside, you can see that it's the opposite. So where you would have green on the warp, then it changes to blue on the weft. And the same thing up here. When you have blue outside, you'll see green inside on the weft side. And they're really neat. That, you know, some might think that it's pretty wild, but it's very subtle because with the gradient is quite natural. And if you could see on our handsome model over here who's wearing a pair, they look pretty sweet on. And I mean, styled here just with black top and black bottom, keeping it simple. But yeah, you can see that they look really interesting, but are also a little bit subtle at the same time. And the green that we chose is kind of like a bluish green. So like it's not a wild contrast, but just a really interesting gradient. And I guess it's a little bit of a fashion piece from us. But I think it's pretty damn cool. We love interesting and weird fabrics. So when I saw this, available in Japan, I saw that they can do it. I said, "Oh man, we got to do it as well." Maybe we'll come out with new permutations for the future as well. Like I said, 10 ounces per square yard, so really easy to wear. They got to be comfy on you, I imagine.
Incredibly comfy. Yeah, they're comfy. They've got a very interesting texture to them, but that does not take away from the fact of how comfortable they are and almost how broken in they already feel.
I'm excited to see someone beat the crap out of them and see how they fade too. So we'll see, how this indigo fades real nicely and how the green side fades too. It's quite interesting. We don't do that many dual color jeans. So
how is the green side dyed?
Editor Bayzad here. The Gradient Denim is made with two kinds of yarn. The indigo portion is rope dyed and designed to fade like you would expect from a Japanese raw denim, while the green portion is cheese dyed, where they dye the entire spool of yarn. So the indigo portion will fade and the green portion won't fade very much.
So when it fades from the blue to the green, is it kind of like, because on the opposite side you have the green, is it like the warp and the weft are like switching levels?
Yes, exactly.
Does that make sense?
Exactly. The jacquard loom can choose which is the warp and which is the weft, basically, and switch up the yarn. That's why whenever you see blue on the outside, you see green on the inside, and whenever you see green on the inside, you see the dark blue on the other side. So it's a really interesting jacquard weave, and I hope that you will all enjoy. It comes available in the three main fits, which is the super guy, the weird guy, and the easy guy. We planned this one before we introduced the true guy fit, so you can't get this one in that true guy fit now, but you can get it in the three main fits. And maybe when we do a new version in the future, we'll add the true guy. We'll see what colors we do. But yeah, enjoy the brand new, interesting, unique Gradient Denim.